we've got what should one between the Philadelphia Eagles. I've called it the 26-yard line. They come out here in the I. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first. First carry for Thomas Rawls. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. 2nd down now after the incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Bradford. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking there for Reuben Randall. And it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Bradford again. On the grab, it's Reuben Randall. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he's brought down. Matthews was a big story in their win over the Falcons. His first 100-yard game for the Eagles since week 3 of last year. He finished with 109, 2 touchdowns, too.
And just last week, there was a lot of speculation that Darren Sproles had passed him as the lead ball carrier. But Doug Peterson, the head coach, had assured us that, hey, Ryan Matthews is still the guy. And we found evidence of that this past week. An excellent game for him.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down here.
So difficult to fit in a pass when Richard Sherman's in the area because of his length. He's able to make a play on the football even late and knock it away, and that's exactly what he did there. And this guy, all-pro, last year only a Pro Bowler because other people had big years. Maybe it's because his interception numbers went down. He only had 2 last year, but I don't know if that's just him or if people are avoiding the heck out of him to make sure he doesn't make big plays.
To throw, Bradford, and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
They'll throw again. Bradford and Selleck here, left side. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a 2nd down throw for Bradford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And, Charles, we probably need to give a tip of the cap to this Eagles defense, what they did holding the league's best offense in Atlanta in check in Week 10.
I think Atlanta came in averaging, 33 points per game, and they held them to 15. That's a massive deal for them. And here's the thing. When you look at the Eagles and you say, okay, how are they getting it done? I think great leadership and great production at all 3 levels of the defense. Fletcher Cox on the D-line, Jordan Hicks at linebacker, and Malcolm Jenkins in the secondary.
Opponents averaging 17.8 points a game against him. Top 5 in the league. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. Doug Baldwin hadn't had a touchdown catch in 5 weeks. Until Week 10, he had 3 of them. 6 catches, 3 of them in the end zone.
That's making up for lost time, and let's face it, the connection he established with Russell Wilson, especially beginning in 2015, continues on now. When things are tight and Russell Wilson is hemmed in, he's looking for number 89, and Doug Baldwin knows it, senses it, and finds a way to get open.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. It's a pickup of 6.
One of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to get the football. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
The emergence of Thomas Rawls out of Central Michigan, chalk one up for the scouting department of the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, last year it averaged 5.6 yards per attempt. Most of the NFL, of course, City had that nasty ankle injury.
Well, he's back healthy and looking like the Thomas Rawls we saw in 2015.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. On first down, Wilson. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. On 2nd down, Rawls. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. They'll run for it. Rawls. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
2nd down, Bradford. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bradford to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. The Seahawks drive, they take over short side of the field. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Here's Wilson. They set up the screen to Rawls. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to have a third down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got Curse. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
When it's well executed, a wide receiver screen can often be a thing of beauty, but so many things have to go right in order to complete it. Blocking out in front, timing of the quarterback with the receiver, and oftentimes everything gets set, and guess what? They drop the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it third down. On third down, Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And good to see Jimmy back out there moving okay after the ruptured patella in Week 12 last year. You've dealt with that injury, haven't you?
I have, and let me tell you, you know that expression, I feel your pain? I felt Jimmy's when it happened. Now, mine didn't happen quite the same way his did. His happened in the line of duty. He was playing in a game. For me, I was just coaching. And went up to try and catch a pass. Poof. I think for me, it was just mainly age. For him, he was actually playing.
But good to see him back out there healthy. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Bradford now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Okay, that incompletion gives me a chance to get your thoughts on Cleveland. Is there a win on that schedule for the Browns?
I think that there is, because I just don't see this team as an 0-16 team. There is talent there. Obviously, Joe Thomas at left tackle and Joe Hayden at corner. And they've got some players on the squad. But the bottom line is, when you have this bad momentum going, how do you reverse it? You know the game I'm identifying? San Diego coming to Cleveland Christmas Eve. Long trip. Warm weather team going into the cold of Cleveland, that could be the one.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Russell Wilson played so spectacular for Seattle in the win over New England, but let's talk about this defense and what you've seen from them.
It's one of the best defenses in the league, and it continues to be. And I know this for a fact because I've talked with the guys. You know what's most important to them on defense is leading the league in scoring D. They've done it for the last 4 seasons. Drives them crazy if they give up cheap touchdowns. And look what they did against New England. When pressed, a big goal line stand to win it. And Frank Clark has been a revelation on the defensive line, really filling in for Michael Bennett during his injury.
7.5 sacks this year so far for Clark. On second down, Bradford again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Lockett. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing out.
Flush to his right. The run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, this is Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Wilson flushed out right. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Pete Carroll, no stranger to rolling the dice. He'll roll it again. 4th down, they're going for it. 4th down, here's Wilson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jimmy Graham. Front SeaHawks find a way to stretch. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bradford on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play fake to Matthews. Now Bradford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but Yeah, let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Final play of the half, Bradford. And his throw here is incomplete. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They juked him. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. A first down throw for Bradford. And that is incomplete. I want to shift for a second and talk playoff picture. Yes, we've got a few more weeks, but the NFC East and the AFC West have been ended today. We both have 3 teams in.
And right now, the NFC East essentially has 4 because Dallas is clear of the field. But Washington, New York, and Philadelphia really bunched in there. And then you go to the AFC West. Kansas City owns a tiebreaker over Oakland. And Denver also right there, the defending Super Bowl champs.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 2nd and 10 here.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd down, here's Rawls. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Not a run. That you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Wilson to throw, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now the 4th-year man from Texas A&M, Chris. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they